Well, just about 2.5 weeks, and we're going to be saying goodbye to 2012, bringing in a new year. What a year it has been, from surprising celebrity breakups to Superstorm Sandy, everything in between. Joining us this afternoon to talk about 2012's trending topics is trend expert Valerie Combs with Ask.com. Valerie, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks for having me, Jimmy.
Well, let me jump right in there and say millions, billions of dollars worth of damage. Over 200 people killed. It affected the entire East Coast. Superstorm Sandy.
Yeah. Big question, obviously. A ton of volume around that. And actually, one of the biggest questions associated with that was really what was the extent of the damage. So millions of users came onto Ask.com around, that time frame to really get a sense of, how has this impacted, both structurally, but also people. And so we saw that along with the Olympics, actually, when it comes to just kind of general news, a ton of questions around that. So specifically the biggest question, how many medals did the U.S. gymnastics team win?
All right, so it was the time of year, I guess, for Hollywood A-listers to be breaking up. Let's start with Tom and Katie.
Sure. So the two biggest breakups of the year in terms of generating the most questions were, in fact, Tom and Katie. The biggest question there was, is their marriage fake? Which I think the jury still may be out on that. But really the top trending question in terms of the most questions asked in the shortest period of time was around Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson. So will they get back together was kind of the top overall question we saw in terms of volume for 2012.
Okay, so another biggie, the Lance Armstrong doping issue. What's up with that?
Right. So did he really take drugs? I mean, that was one of the really big questions. And actually, we did a Harris poll and found out that, consumers are really divided as to whether he should have been stripped of his title as a result of that. So a lot of conflicting and different opinions as it relates to Lance Armstrong. He was definitely a big figure in 2012.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's go tech. The iPhone 5 had to be one of the top.
It was in our top. The big question there was just on the timing. It's always like, let me find out exactly when it's going to be released. Let me get in line. Let me, get my order in advance. So definitely a big question. Facebook's IPO was another really big question. When is that going to happen? I think certainly the movie The Social Network and sort of Hollywood embracing Facebook as a company has really helped spur that. And interestingly, in the Midwest, we saw a lot of users. We kind of looked at regionally what people's perceptions were on some of these topics. In the Midwest, people said, hey, pass on Facebook stock.
Valerie, one of the biggest things that has gone around is the phrase Gangnam Style. Please help me out. What does that even mean?
Yeah, good question, Jimmy. That was a top question that we had as well. What is Gangnam Style? What does it mean? Where can I learn the dance? Where can I find the video? All of these were really, really big questions. In fact, the question around Psy Gangnam Style was number 4 in our overall questions.
Wow, 931 million views on YouTube as of, I think it was yesterday. Incredible. Okay, so you're the expert sitting there on the couch, Valerie. Who do you think is going to steal the headlines next year?
I think all eyes are going to be on the royal family next year. I think, Kate and William's, Kate's pregnancy specifically. I think, right now, 40% of the users on our site, we have a little poll going, think she's expecting twins. So I think you can expect people to be following that storyline in 2013. And then, I think politics. I think people are going to be paying a lot of attention to Obama during the second term and just seeing how that plays out. So I expect a lot of questions around that as well.
Valerie Combs with Ask.com. We'll see how that comes through. Thanks for your time this afternoon.
Thank you.
Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life with the holidays, come holiday parties and other special occasions. So up next, how about a fresh new look, a cute outfit, white teeth, even a healthy glow? How you can get it all in just one stop.